Welcome back friends, this is Fraser from Art Studio. So friends, you can see that I'll be creating a long hair for a stylized character using this female character model. So we have this couple of references over here. This is a portrait of a real life reference for a typical middle parting hair. And this is a stylized superhero female character for the stylization. So as you can see, the hair when it is middle parted, it might be falling two ways. So some of the hair from the front can either fall directly over the clavicle and come towards the chest or the breast for the female if it is longer hair, and rest of the hair will just flow behind the ears and then going at the back. Some cases you might also find some hair from the back of the ear will come towards the front, flowing over the clavicle and then on top of the breast of the character, as well as some hair from the front will also flow over it in a similar pattern. Okay, so this is basically just to follow the pattern and the hair flow or the direction of hair flow for a female long hair when there's a middle parting hairstyle. So let's get started. So first I'll be creating the hair from the back of the head, okay, or the back of the ears, which will flow towards the front over the clavicle. So for that, since we are using a non-destructive method, I'll be first taking the CV curve from the curve tools. And don't forget to select the mesh and make it live. As you make it live, it will turn into green when the wireframe shaded mode is on. So it's not selectable now, and whatever curve we create on top of that will be snapped on it. So we get the hair curve properly on it. First, we'll create the hair from the back of the ear. So let's start creating the curve. So I already have the CV curve selected. So with that selected, let's start creating the curve. So I'll just try to follow the reference. Okay, not do it exactly the same, but just take some guides and some we can say inspiration for the style from it. So once the curve is done, we'll turn off the make live button and go into the control vertex mode and start editing the curves. Friends, if you have come so far, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet, and also watch the video till the end so you learn something substantial. Once we're happy with the curve, we can later on edit it as well. Once the sweep mesh is done, we can check with the penetration and the surface interaction. So for now, I think this looks pretty good. With that done, I'll just select the curve and select the sweep mesh tool. So I already have it on my shelf. Since I already have the shortcut on my shelf, I use it regularly. I've shown how to create the shortcut earlier in my earlier videos. Or else you can go to the create menu and scroll down to the sweep mesh tool. So as soon as you click on it, the attributes of the sweep mesh will be opened under the attribute editor. So as you can see, the sweep mesh is now created from the default values. I have the preset already created earlier, so you can check that video by clicking the I button above or the description. I provided the link for that. So I have the preset of the stylized long hair. So I'll just replace it, and boom, you can see my hair is ready already, right? For this style. So I have kept the values. As you can see, the height and the width is 2. The rest of the values you can just see from the screen, and you can take a snapshot if you wish to. So I have kept like this so that I can get some detailing from the model. Yeah, so for that, as you can see from the attributes, I have taken the corner segment as 3 and corner depth as minus 0.7 approx. The caps is on to close off the hole, and the rest of the things are the scale profile you can check over there, 0.16, rotate 0, twist is zero point 0.2, and tapering is one of the most important things over here, because as you can see the hair flow, it is not uniform. So first it is little thin, then gradually thickens, and then further as it comes down it tapers down quite drastically. So we can change the thickness. If you follow the reference which we have, the thickness is more, so we can make the width 3, or you also change the scale profile. At the same time, we can also play with other things like the taper curve. Regarding the precision, you can see the precision over here is basically adding subdivisions. So more the precision, smoother it will be. So you can decrease it to create a low poly version. So that is also possible. The precision should be such that the hair, since it's a curved shape, it gives you a proper shape. So coming back to this hair, following the reference, I'll just make it a little thicker in the base or towards the middle by using this tapering curve. So you can expand this curve by hitting that icon arrow and then selecting the points where you want to increase the thickness. You can simply select that point, and below you can see you have the position and the thickness values, so you can change those values. So I will just change the value from here, and see, as I changed it to a higher value, that part became thicker. So whichever part you want to increase or decrease the thickness, you can select that point and change the values, increase or decrease depending on your requirement, and change its thickness particularly on that position using this tapering curve graph. I like to decrease the thickness of this point, this area, so I'll turn it to 1.5. Yeah, this looks much better. So as you can see, we can control the thickness of the curve using this graph, using the position and the values present over here as well. So I'm pretty happy with this hair. So now we'll create the hair from the middle of the head, forehead, from the front. So for that, first I'll turn on the shaded wireframe on mode so I can see the line of symmetry from the middle. So from the front of the forehead, somewhere from here, we'll start creating the curve. So gradually it will come down with the kind of curve as in the reference you can see. So towards the eyebrows, coming down close to the eyes, and then gradually moving towards the ears, then going around this hair from the back, and then coming over the shoulders. So let's create the curve. So I'll first turn on the make live the mesh and then select the curve once more and start creating it. So as for the reference, the eye is pretty big, so it's like close to the eyes. But this character is a semi-realistic character, so obviously the eye style is different, and the hair also will not go so close to the eyes from the front view at least. Either way, turn off the make live when you go away from the mesh. Now we can switch to control vertex mode and start editing the curve to suit the flow of this kind of hair. We should be facing the front of the shoulder, so that way it will cover this portion as well, and also create a proper hair flow direction. This looks better. Rest of the hair from behind this hair will just gradually come over the ears and fall behind it. So now let's select the curve and hit the sweep mesh button. So we get this. I have the preset, so apply it. So we're getting something like this with the original preset. But since we have modified this hair in front of here, we'll create a preset with this. So I'll just quickly show you. So select the mesh, go to the sweep mesh node over here, and hit create new. Save preset, okay, and then rename it. So I'll just rename it as stylized long hair 2. So then hit the save button, and a new preset will be saved based on the first hair. So I'll update this with this new preset version 2. So you can see, so you got this thicker version of hair. So you can rotate it a bit to get the direction of the hair flow correct, and reduce the thickness if it is too thick you feel, by reducing the width of the hair, and play with the scale. Next, you can do some adjustments with the curve as well. So if you feel certain regions need to be thicker or narrower, you can adjust that. With that done, I think we need to adjust the curve a little bit, the smoothness of the curve and the penetration. Let's fix it. So once that's done, we have this hair almost there. Next, we'll start creating the hairs behind this mesh. Okay, so few of the hairs will follow the similar kind of pattern from the front, and then gradually as we move towards the middle of the hair, then the direction will completely change, moving backwards. Anyways, so we'll copy this curve and then edit it, as you can see, using the control vertex and soft selection, and place it properly with the style, keeping the style in mind. So just follow along for the rest of the video, and once I am done with this part, I'll also create the hairs at the back. So as you can see, there are certain areas of the scalp which are peeping through the hair. So even if we make the hair strands a little broader, there might still be some kind of visibility of the scalp through the hair. So I will just apply a simple blend material to the skin or the body of the character, and just for demonstration purpose, I will apply a skin tone to it so that it's visible through the hair. As you can see now, some of the areas of the scalp is visible through the hair strands. Okay, like that. So that's the reason we need a base mesh over the scalp, okay, or the head, so that it can prevent the visibility of the scalp through the mesh. As you know, I have created a long base or basic hair in my previous tutorial. So those who haven't seen that, please click the I button above. I'll provide you the link in the description as well, so you can just see that tutorial. So I will quickly import the base mesh which I had previously exported. So I'll import the obj file, and as you can see, this is the basic single mesh model of the hair I had created previously. So if you want to see the tutorial, you can check that as well. For this model, we will not require the entire thing. So we need only the scalp portion for this. So we'll just quickly edit the rest of the areas as per our requirement. So as you can see that the base mesh is sorted, and we have cleaned it up. As far as the hair is concerned, it's always better to keep it uh, relatively lower poly, and also maintain a little softness. So I will be just tweaking the values a little bit. The corner segments I'll make it 2, and the corner depth also I will reduce it. So as you can see with the values now, it's looking nice, softer, and much more usable for a cartoon style or a game style kind of character with a lower poly count. So I'll just change the material of the hair to black to suit the scalp's material, and also we'll start working on the back hairs now. So, so as you can see, the last hair we have created at the back, that is coming from the middle and then turning too much, right? So that's not looking good. So we will just tweak the starting point of that, okay, and just shift it towards the front, or rather facing the front of the head, okay. So it will be like not turning completely like 90 degrees, but instead it will come gradually a little more straighter, and then we'll create rest of the hairs behind the head, following the similar pattern to get the style and the form right. So as you can see, I've changed the material color for the hair to make it little light brown or brownish towards golden hue, so that it looks a little more visually appealing and also following the reference a bit. So anyways, uh, as we are creating the hairs from the back and this first one is done, as you can see, the flow of the hair is now starting from behind those hairs coming from the middle parting. So this will flow backwards, and the rest of the hair also will create in a similar fashion. Now, as you can see in the outliner, I have sorted out all the curves and all the mesh or the sweep mesh in groups. Okay, and all the numbering are common. That means are in sync with the mesh, so it's easily editable as well. I'll be just duplicating this curve from the last hair we have created and create the rest of the hairs from the back. So this was just to demonstrate you how to create this kind of hairstyle using these tools, and what are the basic things we need to remember while creating long hair for female, especially while doing the middle parting. So friends, I hope you learned something from this tutorial, and if you have, please give a like, thumbs up, and subscribe if you haven't yet subscribed. So friends, I'll quickly wrap up this tutorial. I'll create the mesh and in a similar fashion. I'll just duplicate the left hand side of the character's hairs to the right hand side. Okay, just simply for showing you. But anyways, we should always create some variation between the two sides. And naturally, there will be some variation. Thanks for watching. See you in the next tutorial. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Stay safe. Love you all.